Well, it took a long time to mask because it takes me a long time to mask. I've stuffed the inside with foam so I don't get any overspray on the windows, and I'm just going to give this a nice coat of lacquer based primer so it really bites into the urethane, and then we'll see how flawed this looks. Hopefully it won't be very flawed. Well, turn around like this. I primed it. The seam looks pretty good. See little flaws like this will really show. Get that in the camera lens right there. Yeah, see that little divot right there? That right there. Another little divot right here. So, little things like that. You know, you side light things, you can really see any errors. All in all though, it's looking pretty clean. You know, one more little pass with the thickened primer, like the 1200 Mr. Hobby filler. That should look pretty good. This line right here is bothering me. That should be one continuous line, and it's not. I think I over sanded this area, which blended into this area, so I'm going to actually add some putty and resand this carefully to bring that line back in. I'm a little heavy-handed sometimes, and it wants to bite me. Wheel wells look good. I did a final wash on all the parts that get attached to this, and there's quite the pile. I'll bring those in tomorrow, and just to get a picture of them, because it's just, this project does not want to end for me. This line seems a little bit curved, so I'm just straightening it out right here. Little things like that bug me. But once it's all together, you know, you're not going to see it. It'll be amazing. And the crowds will go wild. One other blend job I have to do is when I put the vent that goes in here, I have to blend the edges so you don't see how they go in. These little holes right here are to line up the two, there's two top hatches, tank hatches that pop up right there. So you're right there, and then there's another hatch there, there's a vent here, and then there's the weird dome that goes there. Cannot wait to paint this. And I primed the seam lines on the back end, so there's just, I'm seeing a couple tiny little flaws like there, stuff that's really gonna be irritating, that'll show in the final paint job, so you gotta be careful. Those little divot there. And you see that line right there, that seam line. I'm not in the camera again. Can you see the seam line? There it is. Unacceptable! So I'm going to go through here and just put that thickened putty on there and sand it out and it'll be fine. Any more sanding on this will be done with 400 to 600 sandpaper. Yeah, I was really careful with the back end when I glued it together, so it's like hardly has any filler on it. That's the way you build a model. Anyhow, and that's where we are today. So I'm not going to do any more filling and videotaping of that. Next time you see this, it'll be painted. I may film myself painting, but I don't know if I can handle the ridicule. So thanks for watching. Leave any comments if you have any questions. There you go.